Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to, I think this is a third and final video of the day, and it's a pretty massive one. But enough about fist genitalia. I thought.
Well, I don't know how you know.
I know that's kind of weird start to a video. That goes down in history, one of my weirdest ones. Apart from the fact I've got like a massive hoodie on, which just prior to recording. Our boiler packed up, sod's law, and it's quite a cold day, so I am in a very hooded attire. Now this is not how people should start videos, but you've got an impressive opening, a 67. Well, you could do more, but I'd say it's always
it's 67 crystals is 1 million 6-star shards.
1 million.
Well, just over 1,003,000.
Yeah,
right, to be exact. But
so I suppose for you, you're going in 67 and seeing what you get. This is impressive because I first of all, well done on saving as long as you have. Secondly, you know, I guess you'll just go 67 deep and see what you've got. And I guess the hope is that you get all the featured.
Yeah, I don't have any of the featured champs yet as 6 stars. Actually, like I've got just on my phone here, I do have like the whole list of current featured champs. What I don't, it's going to be quicker to tell you what I don't want. Yeah. What I don't want Angela because she's already max sig.
Yeah.
I don't want Black Bolt because I'm just not bothered about him. Same goes for Yondu.
Yeah, makes sense.
Same goes for Daredevil. And I'm also kind of a bit indifferent about Venom. But the different thing with Venom is I don't have, out of those ones that I named, I don't have him at all.
Yeah.
But I already have 6-star Venom Pool. And his Venom Pool's already ranked 3, and I already feel like Venom Pool is a better champion than Venom overall anyway.
Oh, do you know what? I know I know that people would kind of like there's gonna be a different because I use that champion a lot in the meta of last Battleground season. I found like a real massive new love and appreciation for that champion. So
for Venom Pool?
Yeah, I actually back that opinion, to be honest.
The one thing I would say that Venom has over Venom Pool is the fact when fighting Spider-Verse heroes, he can prevent the evade right from the start of the fight, whereas Venom Pool has to work up to that. But once he's got that, he's then completely level with Venom and then goes further because he can do other stuff on top of that.
Yeah.
Right. Fisty Fortunes method enabled. Let's go. This is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to try not to waste any more time here.
It's going to be exciting because I've not seen.
I can't wait. I've been watching other people's streams and stuff like.
Right off the bat, new champion. If you were to, I was going to say, if you're going to 200 signature anything today, say from the new champions.
Aside from the new champ, I wouldn't say I would sig 200 any of the non-featured champs. Yeah, really. I've already got like I could get him up to like about sig 160 instantly if I had to use an awakening gem in him. So if I get the dupe, then that would certainly help. Agent, that's the first time awakening. Yeah. I'm happy with. I obviously with the Scorpion and Kraven synergies, it makes Agent Venom an absolute ton better. So I've very much gotten into using him in that team.
And is there anybody that you're kind of like building for something like Battlegrounds or Iron Content?
It's just a bit, whether it be Battlegrounds, War Defense. Overseer, that's Sigs.
Nice.
He was already like Sig 60, but he's one I wouldn't mind getting to max Sig. The higher his Sig, the better. Oh, he's not Sig 60. Okay, I thought he was higher. But the more Sigs in him, I'm fine with. The same for King Groot. The more Sigs I can get for him, the better.
My boy King Groot. He's in this pool, isn't he?
He is indeed.
There he is. Just sort of skim by.
Shuri, okay.
Yeah. I thought I was going to land on Mordo.
Yeah, Mordo would have been new anyway, so I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about what I'm doing for... Like, I've got this idea that Spot is going to be a good Alliance Wars defense-based champion. It depends if you get him, because it'd be like a bit of a toss-up between who's going to...
Absorbing that! if I don't awaken him, I've got a mystic gem for him.
Nice. Yeah, I have plans for a Spot to be a good Alliance Wars defense option, and as well serving as a option for Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
So it depends what you're going to get today. Sasquatch as well.
That's the first time I went. That is the one thing that's prevented me from taking him past rank 1, was the fact that he wasn't awakened. I was just like, I want to take him up, but there's not really much. I didn't feel like there was much point without the dupe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spot, I think, is probably in my top 3. Absorbing Man was like second. Doom is my number 1 want. I would have said that Spot is like second or third. It's kind of they're tied between the two for Absorbing Man and Spot for that second place. They're kind of on equal level at that point. Okay, that's the first time awakening. I can accept one. I don't really want to see him anymore. It's the kind of same with Miles Morales in that last opening.
Yeah,
one is enough.
Yeah, because that's my next thing, is building up a team for. Now I'm thinking about my next EOP runs and which champions.
Yeah, I watched your vid earlier. The one where you were talking about you did the 2-in-1.
Yeah, I kind of regret it, but kind of don't regret it at the same time.
Like, it's not a bad idea. I did my first run of EOP Karina. I did Spider-Verse on that left-hand side path. It went okay. It wasn't amazing. I didn't get any solos.
Yeah, I do want to go. I want Dragon Man before I go. I've got a 5-star version, but I'm kind of thinking, like, depends how things go, whether or not I do a
extra sense
Dragon Man. But picking up a Mega Sentinel out of those, out of 2 chances at those Tech Nexuses, does put me in a decent stead for where I want to take my #robot team.
Well, the thing, a Mega Sentinel can easily solo the Scorpion on the right side. Mr. C, I should have said he was another one I probably didn't want. I can't remember if he was already duped or not. I think he was. Yeah. I'm not bothered about Mr. Sinister at all.
No, I was thinking about back a long time ago the idea of a 200 signature rank 3 6-star as a Battlegrounds defender, and a lot of the time when you kind of think to yourself, why am I overly ranking up these champions? Hey, Spot!
There we go. Brilliant.
Yeah, but I went away from that Mr. Sinister. It's tough because I don't want to rank up loads of champions and go, oh, this is great for this meta, but then it's like, well, next
then it's about another 3 metas before he's actually usable again.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's a good thing though to have several different options available.
Yeah, true.
Right, because you never know when a champion's going to be useful in the game. You never know what content is definitely coming out at what times and whatever, and it's like with this month's Thronebreaker EQ. I had no idea that 6-star Guillotine was going to be so useful for almost every fight in the whole whole Mystic quest. I've had her rank 3 for I think since before, when her buff got announced.
Yeah, I
took her straight to rank 3 and almost straight away regretted it once the buff went live, and I've barely used her. I think there's maybe only been about two event quests since that buff came out where I've actually found her to be incredibly useful.
Yeah, it's good when these kind of things come about. I mean, we've still got the quest dropping in. Is that like
okay? That's 3 black bolts.
Yeah, I was about to say that's just a bit annoying. Stop it, black bolt.
Right. And I must apologize if Cat Murdoch happens to be watching this. I am sorry. Like, I know that she loves Black Bolt.
Well, it's like you can't take in every content Hitmonkey with him and Medusa in order to make him as powerful as he is. It's just not going to work. That's 3 slots already. Hey,
Spot Awakening, nice. Oh, I can see his legs.
Yeah, I can see his legs. Wait, it's just it looks like he's stuck in that kind of like portal.
He's got a portal skirt on.
How you get him again? Just so I take a print screen of that and just be like, what the heck? That's when Kabam have a bit of an L there. Oh, I forgot to say, my run the other day with doing EOP, my game kept crashing out, so I would like repeat the same thing with Penny Parker fight, and that fight was already a pain using Scarlet Witch against it when you're not getting a decent RNG with crits. Because I was thinking about doing a Juggernaut one, double Juggernaut, or triple. I can't remember like what it was, Juggernaut and something else. Look at that!
Come on!
Wow, this is already going so well in what, 17 crystals?
Yes.
If I tell you what, 17 crystals, and that's been spot on. Ha! All you need now is just like a cheeky little Spider-Man, and it's like you've completed.
Spidey Supreme and a Tomb are the only two missing now.
Oh!
Not anymore.
I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it, and it had to happen.
I mean, let's be real though. With this many crystals being opened, you would expect me to get everyone at least once.
Yes, but after that one back a little while ago, when you were like,
the cursed opening, you mean?
Yeah, the opening that is we very rarely speak of, only to quote in some ways.
The event.
The event, yes. What's that from?
There's Mitchell and Webb look.
Yes. Oh, weirdly enough, I've been watching on Netflix Lockwood and Co.
Oh yeah.
And it's not too bad though. I actually got quite into it, but they refer to it as The Problem, and I kept thinking of Mitchell and Webb.
There we go.
There we go.
Every featured champion, 20 crystals.
20 crystals. I honestly think that's pretty impressive to get all that within 20 crystals. Because I've got to do 20 crystals soon, probably at the end of the week. I'm hoping by Thursday I can record it. And I'm like, ooh, right, how's this going to play out? Is this going to be good? But, 20 crystals, if it can go the same way as yours is going, it'd be great.
King Groot Sigs, yes. I'm totally cool with that. I saw White Mags there. He would be a new... I would definitely love to get White Mags. Yeah,
that was one I was very fortunate picking up a little while ago. And that was just... Sometimes it's always nice to have... Even if you've got like the newly added... Well, newly added, but kind of... He's been added to the 5-star.
Yeah.
But I've had the 4-star for just ages. There's the Awakening.
There's nice. Saves me. I missed that. I don't know. I might use that Mystic Gem in my Wiccan... Then from the last opening, I never got the dupe on him. That last opening, and I already took him to rank 4 as well.
Yeah, I've got to do mine up to. I think I put him up. No, I think I'm putting him up for the meta this coming meta.
Right. Oh, there's Black Bolt again.
But I need to put him further. And it's always about like if I'm going not Mystic heavy, but if it's trying to figure out if people are going to do things like, if you draft yourself a Wiccan and it's like, well, they've drafted a Human Torch, trying to make sure that Human Torch on the opponents is used kind of, I don't know if like it's like playing bluff with people going like, right, well, okay, if I field a Mystic and you're like, you use your Human Torch first, well, you got nothing to counter when I do my other champion, another Mystic that would be more potent for this particular meta.
It's weird because I remember not last meta, but the meta before, when I was placing Wiccan on defense, I would intentionally put him up, hoping that my opponent would use Torch against him, because there were so many times when people were using Torch against him and getting absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, it's odd that.
I couldn't work out why, because other people in the Alliance that tried the same thing didn't have that issue. Like Torch would absolutely wreck their Wiccan. So I don't know if it was just like that meta specific or.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how that was happening so often.
Oh.
See, either side I'd have been fine with.
Yeah. Wow, honestly, like 26 crystals have already gone by, and it's just like there's so many W's already.
I'm just trying to.
Agent Venom. Is that his tenacity on that awake? No, Clintar Rage, right? I just remember his signature ability.
I don't think it's really too essential to him. I think so. I still don't have Wags. I still don't have Sunspot. I did pull Mordo already.
Yeah, I remember.
Awakening, that's nice.
Yeah.
Gambit is another one. Like, those are the only 3 that I don't have now, and all of them happen to be mutants. So Wags, Sunspot, and Gambit are the only 3 left in this crystal I haven't. And Venom. I don't have Venom yet either, but like I said before, I'm not really too fussed about Venom.
Yeah.
I'm not really too fussed about Gambit either. I know his damage is meant to be really, really good, like if you use him properly, but I'm just... Right, that's a Max Sig crystal, so that's the first one.
Nice.
Thank you for that, BZ. For those of you that don't know, BZ bullied me into taking Angela to Max Sig faster than I'd intended.
Well, you like Killer BZ, honestly. Coercing people in such a manner.
I didn't feel too bad about it because I'd already said to him, I'm going to take her to Max Sig anyway. I was already planning on doing it. It's just not as quickly as I did. But she's came in useful like since then. Actually, that's who I used on my team when I did my Spider-Verse EOP run.
Yeah.
Angela was the champ that I had in for the first 4 fights on that left side.
Nice. Yeah. First 4 fights for me on my right side, I used Hercules for that.
Well, yeah.
Was quite happy with how that helped out progression through in the early stage. It's just when you switch over to the because a lot of the time you look at the EOP stuff and you just go like, if I'm doing it, is it worth doing it with like for Karina's challenges purposes and minimizing the runs that you got to do? Because I know some people have gone in just to complete it or explore it or whatever. Is that the Awakening?
I believe so. I can't remember. I've already opened a bunch.
Yes,
yeah, there we go. So who's that already awakened? Is Mantis, Spot, Absorbing Man. I think, did I not get the Awakening on Shuri as well?
I think you did. Actually, I think you've got 26. Oh, no, I could be wrong by that.
Well, that would be the Awakening.
Yeah. No, 46, sorry. If I'm remembering rightly. Hey, there we go, the Sunspot.
There's a Snoot.
That was, I think, Season 2 meta, Battlegrounds. That one was doing, Sunspot was doing work. I think I ranked 3 of them in order to kind of like just benefit a bit more for damage.
Nice. What's next?
Let's Gambit.
There we go. The collector in me is happy with getting all the new champs.
Yeah. Well, it's good for stuff like.
It's basically like, let's face it. This is basically Marvel Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah. Gotta collect them all. So funny. I was watching some bits of Thor Ragnarok.
Blackball again.
Blackball again.
He was SIG 20 when before this opening started. That's now five times I've pulled him. He'll be max SIG by the end of this opening, by the looks of it.
So I was watching like Thor Ragnarok today, and it's just the way that there's interaction. They mentioned you got what is it called? Thingy-majob. Plays the Grandmaster. Oh, I can't remember what he's called.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna bother me now.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, yeah. And he's going, welcome to my contest of champions. And it's but then with some of the responses from like Thor was just like, I don't want to play your game. And I just thought like, if I could get some of this footage, I could just make some of the most funniest kind of like video interaction with it. So I've got to like watch that again, or kind of like see if there's any stuff online I can just like take it, download it, and kind of like chop it up into little bits for.
Yeah,
it just be so funny, and because it's like even when because there's a bit where it goes like transfer the units, and I just thought that's good if I could just have that. There's Venom for you.
There we go. I do like that. Venom is he certainly is one of my favourite Marvel characters. Ghost Rider is my all-time #1 favourite Marvel character, but
yeah,
Venom is definitely up there.
Yeah, I've always sat on like the 5-star. Well, no, sat on. I mean, like I've always been at 5-star with him. I'd like to get one day get 6-star, but I've just not seen any kind of. Well, not say there's any need. It's just like you never get to select.
Yeah.
Far back. I do try and save up for those selectors for certain champions. Like, I need to check the year, but I think Dragon Man. Oh, it's Dragon Man 2020 because that's how far the selectors go back. I can't remember if Kabam did a Cyber Weekend in 2019. I don't remember it being something you could do.
He's either 2019 or 2020.
Yeah,
it's one of those two. But did he not come out the same year as I remember he came out the same month as Airwalker.
Yeah, he did. That feels that far back.
Was that not the same year as the Fantastic Four?
That's a very good point. Let's have a quick gander here. Because that's the thing, I need to be a bit more kind of savvy on these kind of like.
It would have been the same year as Fantastic Four because Airwalker is obviously one of the heralds, and they released like all the heralds that year, and it ended with Silver Surfer at the very end of that year, and the month before that was when Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic came out. So I'm pretty sure that's 2019.
Let's just double check it. August 2020.
Oh.
Which is good because that means if there's a selector, I can look to kind of like acquire it. By that means in the July, if I can save up the units in time.
Well, now I just look like a tit because I was so certain it was 2019.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to be like 2019 as well. But you know, time. It's weird. Like time goes on. I'm trying to remember all these champions. It's kind of. I guess this is the problem with it, that champion acquisition is becoming more important nowadays than ever. Specific champions are going to help out. I mean, same thing with like EOPs, because you can be great saying you're if a player becomes Paragon very quickly and they're like, right, well, I want to do EOP. You might not even have the 5-star versions of certain champions, Spider-Verse, that may be able to tackle certain lanes or certain other champions as well. So acquisition are kind of waiting around for some of these kind of key crystals, whether it be featured and into sub-featured, some of the incursion crystals, or even some of these selectors, which are going to set you back, in some cases, 18,000 units. Maybe a godsend, but Kabam do say you should be spending your units on revives and health potions, not trying to acquire certain specific champions to take on specific based content. Sarcasm there.
Well, they'd have been proud of me using my units for my AOP run the other day.
I used some of mine, but that was just because it's just things happen, you know. Things happen with stuff.
I hadn't even planned on actually even doing that. It was just a sort of impulse bit of content doing, I guess. I don't even like. I just all of a sudden I just thought, you know what? I'll get the Spider-Verse one done. Yeah.
For me, it was just time. Like I had a window of time yesterday afternoon, which I knew I was going to have either Sunday or Monday, and now from now I won't have any time to do any EOP. So it will just be a case of trying to farm my revives and health potions back up again for another stash to then go and do another run after I do coverage and go through some of the monthly content, because then I'll need it for featured crystals, and then it'll be like there's other stuff that goes on, but at least I've got a little bit more time until Act 8.2 has come out. That's an Absorbing Man extra signatures.
Certainly helps.
Yeah.
Still not seen that Eye Doom Awakening yet, though.
No,
it's not essential, because I've got the Awakening gems there for him if need be. So it would just be nice to get that Awakening for the extra few SIGs on him. So I can't get him to max SIG with all the 6 stones I have. I get him close, but not quite there.
Yeah, so there's 18 more opportunities right now in order to do it. It's going to be
no matter what happens, I've got, like I said, I've got all the feature champions already. But I've got, what was that, within the first 20?
Yes.
So I really can't complain. It's just when I'm pulling constant Black Bolts and Yondus that I seem to be seeing mostly, more than anything else. And Civil Warriors. Oh, bloody hell.
Is that back-to-back Yondus there?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
I think that's 5 total, because he wasn't awakened. I don't think. Was he? He was either Sig 20 or he was unawakened. I can't really remember. Wags, there we go.
There we go. That's
one, like, yeah. So there's now nobody left in this crystal that I don't have.
That's good.
So it's guaranteed dupes from here.
It's been nothing short of just top performance here. Top spin.
Yeah. Shuri, like I said, I couldn't remember if I'd already awakened her or not.
No, what are you up to with that one?
Oh yeah, okay. Yes. So she was already awakened. Totally losing track in the middle of the opening of like what's happened.
Come on, Doom. I thought it was going to land right there
on the Venom awakening. Would have been preferable to this.
That would be interesting to see. Well, saying that, like a lot of the time, if you draft a Mr. Sinister for defense, then chances are people are going to field it. There we
go. Whee!
Nice.
So that saves me an awakening gem. Get his sig level a little bit higher than I'd planned.
Fantastic, and that's all of it. Just completely smashed up, completed it, mate.
I'm pretty sure I'd seen Noble in our alliance as he had already taken his Doom to rank 4 Sig 200.
Overseer's the champion that I want to get. I've just keep missing out on that.
He is really good. You've still got how many shards have you got saved up for your opening?
Only 300k. Well, I've got 280 at the moment.
You say only 300. That's 20 crystals. I mean, you saw what I did with 20.
Yeah. See, for me, it's either a case of like these are going to be options for defensive-based purposes. Then ever, I think I do. I think I've got like enough to awaken something. Not awaken, but put something up further.
It's the Spidey Supreme awakening.
Nice. That is all of them now, isn't it? That's all of the ones completed and sorted out.
Did I awaken a tumor?
I think you did. I think you did. On
Maybe. Hang on. Did the crystal shrink for a second there? Or was that just me?
Well, I think when you bring it out, it kind of goes when it goes into that central area. It kind of goes. So I think as soon as you kind of it locked it in position and then kind of like went kind of it was like odd. I think you're right. I think it did. Just kind of went like.
Okay. Is there anyone that I haven't? Well, I haven't pulled an OG Spidey from this opening yet.
No.
He was a little one I was a bit unsure about because I was thinking to myself, I don't know how important his SIG ability is going to be because obviously he's getting buffed. But then in the last day or two, there's obviously been the videos coming out of like his sort of buff on the content creator program.
Yeah.
And he's not looking too great, apparently.
Yeah, all the time that I decided to take a little vacation, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can now test out Spider-Man on the CCP beta," and I was like, "Oh great, well I'm miles away now. I can't even bloody do that."
Well, but I mean, by the sounds of it, it doesn't seem like you've missed out too much. So hopefully obviously there's still time. Hopefully they do sort of tune him up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that people are saying is more it's his damage than anything else.
Because that's the thing with it. It's like this. He is meant to set the precedent as one of the first Spider-Men or Spider
heroes.
Yeah, Spider heroes, and it's just not a case that sets the standard, not the gold standard. It just means that the standard for Spider characters is with other Spider characters, more newer ones, or even Stark Spidey, for example.
Yeah.
And same with Stealth Suit Spidey. So it's like, yeah, come on, he's meant to be the one. Even Miles Morales as well. You kind of go, well, he can do some damage. That is gonna. You're gonna get close to 200 signature at this rate, I think, with some of these.
Maybe not Agent Venom. Certainly, like I said, Black Bolt and Yondu seem the most likely at the moment. We're on the home straight, folks. We've been waffling a little bit just because of how long this is taking.
Yeah, I think this is good though, because we've kind of talked a bit like theory and where things are going to go and stuff, because we've gone past the 30-minute mark. I don't think I'm going to edit this down too much as I normally do with them, because I just think like this. I think I'll just put it out because then we'll be off to play a bit of Warzone a bit later on, so I need to kind of put it out. But it's interesting as well, because I think we've talked about like theory and application and stuff, and talking about like metas of battlegrounds and stuff, and which ones are you planning to rank up or get to at least rank 3 or rank 4?
Well, I've got the resources to. I've got rank up gems to take 3 champs to rank 3 straight away.
Nice. And
then I've got the catalyst to take 2 champs up to rank 4. Idoom's definitely going to rank 4. I haven't decided on who the second rank 4 option might be. I've been holding off on ranking up Thing to rank 4.
Yeah.
He's definitely up there in terms of one of my options. I think a rank 4 Thing could be very, very good for whether it's Alliance War defense with Battlegrounds. It's meant to be really good for incursions as well.
Yondu,
man.
140. God.
Here we go. The penultimate crystal.
The sneaky white mags awakening.
Would be nice. I'm surprised at how little I've seen King Groot.
Oh, well, that's 2, man. Is that going to be the first?
No, that was the second. Okay, so I had Awakening and I just wasn't paying enough attention.
Well, it was a lot. It was 67 to pay attention to.
Here we go, folks.
The last one. OG Spider-Man to end off.
It'd be bloody Yondu, wouldn't it?
Well, there you go. Hooray. A quality ending there.
That's the perfect way to end.
Even though we had Spot with his legs shown.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe that. That was hilarious. But yeah, 12 new, 20 duplicates.
So we can see here, it tells you how many times I pulled it. It says I only got 1 Idoom. That's incorrect. I just got him the second time there.
Yeah, look at all them. I don't know if the reel is 100% correct in kind of following what actually happened.
No, it definitely isn't. No. Right, because that, I mean, according to this, I only got the dupe on Yondu once, look.
Yeah.
We know that's not true. Alright, yeah, so it corrects when it goes on to the bottom, look. So I pulled a Tuma, 2 dupes. Skip for all that's going to be here ages otherwise.
Right, there we go. Fantastic opening. I'm glad that you got all the champions you went for. That's great news. 15,000 7-star shards as well. Look at that. 33,000 total. Nice.
Well, there'll be 3 7-star champs when they finally get released.
Fantastic.
But 100 Sig levels on Black Bolt. And 140 on Yondu, man. That's how many times I pulled him. That's mad.
Kavan was saying, yeah, put him up to rank 4. You're like, no, definitely not doing that.
He got buffed. Rank him up. Only 2 max 6, so only 2 Angela. I'm okay with that,
Yeah. Right, we better end this here.
Yeah, this video will be long enough as it is.
All right, cheers, Fist. Thank you for that, and everybody, if you see Fist, send him love and whatnot on Twitter, and whenever you see him in comments, and also when we live stream together to do that. And
yes,
and we'll
Warzone weekdays.
Warzone weekdays, and we'll see you as well the next time Fist has a lot of crystals to open on a featured. So whenever that is. Bye bye, everybody. May.
Bye.
May the force be with you. May.